Hey you guys, Beth Brutality here, and today we are going to do Jaclyn Hill's Ride or Die tag. I did a little bit of pre-work here to make sure I wasn't a fumbling idiot the entire video, because I had to properly represent the channel, because this is actually going to be a collaboration with a friend of mine whose name is Ashleigh. I will link out to her channel in the down bar below, but I actually know Ashleigh in real life. We've worked together. She is a fantastic makeup artist and just an overall beautiful human being, both inside and out. So I am super duper excited to be collaborating with her on this super trendy new tag. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing her answers, because it's kind of funny when you've worked in the industry so long and you've worked with someone, you kind of feel like you might know some of their ride or dies, but I'm really hoping that I'm going to have some surprises in her video. So make sure you check out her video as well. It'll be in the down bar below, and then as long as I remember, I will try to put a link out to it somewhere up here in the outer space of the video. So let's just jump into this list, because it is decently long, because it's Jaclyn Hill and she talks a little bit. So the first one is your Ride or Die primer. So the one that I currently have in my possession is the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I pretty much use this every single time I wear makeup. During the summer, I actually use this as my moisturizer and my primer. I just use 2 pumps instead of 1, and it does fantastic all summer long under my makeup. Now, on days that I don't wear makeup, I absolutely don't use this, which some people do. You absolutely can, but for me, I save it just for when I wear makeup, and I absolutely adore it. Now, when my skin was more oily and more broken out, which it is right now too, but when I was trying to combat that with my primer, because I was wearing makeup every single day, I was using the Cover FX Mattifying Anti-Acne Primer, and that one also is super fantastic, so I have to mention it. One thing that I didn't see her mention is eyeshadow primer, so I wanted to include my ride or die in that category, and that would be the Too Faced Glitter Glue, because there is just nothing else quite like this on the market. The next thing is your Ride or Die foundation, and you guys are not going to be surprised in the slightest to see that mine is Born This Way. Who didn't see that one coming? I wear this every single weekend for work, and I have no issues with it. I love it. When I'm broken out like I am right now, I can always build up a little extra coverage without having to reach for additional products. So I am a huge fan of the Born This Way, especially because it comes in Pale Girl White Snow. Yes. The next Ride or Die item is concealer, and although I have not used this concealer for very long, I can already tell that this is going to be my Ride or Die. It's actually kind of a newer formulation of a product that already existed. I loved the old version. I absolutely love the new version. So this is the Glamoflauge concealer, and this is in the shade Ultra Light. I actually have it on below my eyes, and I am a huge fan. I really, really like this formulation. I definitely will repurchase this in the future. Very, very happy with this. Gotta call this my Ride or Die. I do really like the Born This Way concealer as well, but with that one I have to build up my coverage a little bit more, but it's also fantastic for it not creasing. So the next Ride or Die is your face powder and your under eye setting powder. I'm assuming they mean setting powder for the face as well, because I don't wear a ton of foundation powders, so I of course picked the Too Faced Primed and Poreless. There are a couple of other very close behind powders, but on a typical day when I need my powder to lock everything in and just look like matte skin, it's going to be the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Pressed, and I'm not sure why my camera just went crazy. And then for under eye, I of course chose Laura Mercier. What is my camera doing? For my under eye powder, I chose the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, because there's really nothing on the market that even compares. Let's be real. For a Ride or Die blush, I struggled a little bit because I don't necessarily feel like I have a Ride or Die, but I went ahead and chose the Milani blush, and this is in the shade Romantic Rose, and it is just really, really pretty. It's actually a dupe for the Too Faced Baby Love. I bought it because it was supposed to be a vegan dupe for Baby Love. Unfortunately, it is not vegan, so I have a non-vegan dupe for a non-vegan blush, but neither here nor there. That would probably be my favorite blush that I currently own. For a Ride or Die bronzer, there is literally only one answer for this, and you guys already know what it's gonna be. the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. Let's be realistic. How many people got their start in Too Faced because of this bronzer? Oh yes, that is my ride or die. Even though I am incredibly pale, I still use the classic formulation of Chocolate Soleil because A, I bought mine before there were multiple shades, and B, I only have to use the tiniest bit to get a beautiful sculpted cheek, and I've been using the same one for years because of it. For my highlight, there is only one answer for who would be my ride or die. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior, Lord Voldemort? Anyways, this highlighter is called You Know Who. It's from Brija Cosmetics, and it is absolutely my favorite highlighter of all time. I had struggled with using like eyeshadow pigments and things like that prior to finding this, and this has been a game changer. I do like the Becca Pearl as well, but Becca Pearl is like $30 or $40. This is like $8 maybe, so definitely going to choose You Know Who as my ride or die. For my ride or die mascara, I have two choices because I'm a big cheater, but the first one is, of course, Better Than Sex. #1 selling mascara. Let's be realistic. I'm not special in thinking it's fantastic, but it is fantastic. And then my second choice, which would be more of a drugstore, more affordable option, would be the Pacifica Dream Big. A, it has unicorns all over the package, and B, it makes my lashes look great. So I also really, really like this one. So I would say one would be my ride or die based off of how much money I want to spend that day on a new mascara, because they're both fantastic. So for my ride or die lipstick, I don't have a ride or die lipstick. I have more of a ride or die lipstick formulation, and that is the Pacifica Devocean lipsticks. These are so fantastic. There are definitely other lines where like I've tried a lipstick and then been like, I need to buy all of these, but Nudie Red is like hands down the lipstick I will reach for when I'm like, I want color, but I don't know what I want to wear, and I don't want to look boring. Yeah, Nudie Red and the Devotion lipstick line in general is my jam. I hope that this is still around. Ooh. So my next ride or die is my liquid lip ride or die, and I chose Who Zoomin' Who from Too Faced and the Melted Matte. So for people who don't understand why I work for Too Faced, or like wonder how I ended up at Too Faced, they were already like my favorite brand of makeup before I started working there. So it's literally like my dream job. Like when people like watch my videos and think that maybe I'm just using the products because I work for the company, a lot of these things I owned before I ever even worked for Too Faced. So if I had to pick a ride or die brand, like Too Faced is up there. So that's why you're seeing a lot of Too Faced in this video. But Melted Matte, and this is in the shade Who Zoomin' Who, and it is just the perfect blue shade, and I love it so much. And if you put unicorn tears on top of it, angels sing and bring heaven to earth for you. Like, it's insanity how beautiful it is. The next ride or die is a lip gloss. I don't have a ride or die lip gloss, so I'm stretching the rules just a little and doing a ride or die lip liner. I chose to use the No Cosmetics No Bleeding Lips. This is like that clear wax liner that goes around the outside of the lips. This is a vegan formulation. It is super duper affordable. I want to say it's no more than $16, and it twists up so that you never ever need a sharpener. What more could you possibly want? That is a ride or die right there. The next ride or die category is supposed to be your favorite lashes. I don't have a ride or die lash because I was fortunate enough to be born with long, full lashes. So I don't typically do a lot of fake lashes. It's a pretty special occasion for me to pop them on. So I chose my ride or die eyeliner because how is this not a ride or die category? Jaclyn Hill, what are you thinking? So I have two of those, and that would either be Kat Von D Trooper or the Too Faced, what are these called? Sketch markers. Trooper is hands down my favorite liquid eyeliner I have ever used, but I do hate that it is Sephora exclusive because there are a lot of times that I just don't go to Sephora for extended periods of time. Whereas I absolutely adore the Too Faced sketch marker formulation, and I can buy this at Macy's, Ulta, Sephora, online. So it's well, I guess you can get Kat Von D online now too, but it's one of those things where due to availability, I would have to say that would be my ride or die. But if I were talking about like my absolute favorite liner of all time, Kat Von D. There are only 3 ride or dies left, so stick with me here. I believe in you guys. I'm curious to see if, like, at this point in the video, Ashleigh is also like, oh, there's a really long list. Next ride or die is an eyeshadow palette, and I, of course, chose Chocolate Bonbon. So if you had met me before I found Chocolate Bonbons, my answer probably would have been either Smashbox Full Exposure or the just classic Urban Decay Naked One. But since getting the Chocolate Bonbons, literally any time that I can't decide what I want to do with my eye look, or if I'm traveling or something like that, I always find myself reaching for this every single time. So that would have to be my ride or die eyeshadow palette. On this list is supposed to be a setting spray. Mine would have to be the Urban Decay All Nighter, but I have not bought one in a very long time. I finished my last one probably when I was still living in Texas. And then since then I've been using up a Makeup Forever one and haven't needed to buy a new one. And in general, I have a lot of mixed emotions towards Urban Decay, so I haven't bought a new one and probably won't, which is kind of a bummer because it is my favorite setting spray, but the time has come to try something else, is how I look at it. And the last thing on Jaclyn Hill's list was perfume. For me, I am all about the Pacifica, I still don't know how to pronounce this, and I just threw it on the floor. The Tunisian Lime? I don't know how to pronounce this. I need someone from Pacifica to, like, reach out to me and tell me what to do with my life because I don't know how to say it. But it is their, I think they just launched it this spring, and it smells so good, and it's going away. So, like, if you think you might like a lime scent, a powdery lime, it's so pretty. I don't even know how to describe it. But it's just a beautiful scent, and it's like on clearance at every single Ulta. It's taking everything I have to not buy like every single bottle on clearance because it'll all go bad before I use it all. But that would be my ride or die, again, because unicorns. Like, not only am I a sucker for packaging, but it smells amazing. And then one thing that I kind of got annoyed with is how on earth is Jaclyn Hill not gonna put a ride or die brow product on this list? What? So I'm gonna go ahead and add one because I'm a crazy person and I do what I want. For me, my ride or die eyebrow product is probably gonna be the e.l.f. It's the Lock On Liner and Brow Cream. I don't know the name of it, go me. But it's the light brown shade, and I love this. And it, to me, it works every bit as well as Dip Brow, and it costs less than half of the price, I think. Dip Brow's like $18, and I want to say this is only like $6. And the problem I always have with Dip Brow is it dries out before I ever use up even half of it, so exact same performance for half the price, so that when it dries out halfway through, I don't feel bad. So, ride or die. And the color looks really good. It's actually what I have on my brows right now. Looks a little bit dark because I have bleached out my brows and my roots, which they're already coming back. You like that? But yeah, I'm a huge fan of this. If you like usually use Dip Brow and you're looking to kind of save some money, I would try the e.l.f. version. That is it for this crazy long tag, my ride or die things, the things that will always be in my collection. I have a lot of makeup, and I'm gonna actually do a destashing series on the channel, but these items will never ever leave me. They are staying with me. They are my ride or dies. Don't forget to check out Ashleigh's video as well. I will be watching it myself very excitedly because, like I said, I really am just curious as to what her ride or dies are going to be. So make sure you check the down bar for her video link, and I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below because if you haven't, you will miss the next one, and I will see you guys there. Bye.